Welcome to our first Minecraft Monday. We're playing Jurassicraft along with a few other support mods. So let me introduce you to my map here. This is my little hovel, my base starting cave that I've been building in. This is not any actual structure that will persist, just where I kind of started out. We've got an extensive mine down here to dig for fossils, and kind of got a little bit of a dock area that will go in over here at some point. That's kind of the idea here, is this is going to be the back area. If we go through the hillside here, we can go check out our tropical island we're building on. Over this way, under construction, is where our lab will be going. This is the initial facilities for cloning dinosaurs. I based the rough style of this off of the lab in the original Jurassic Park. I've not attempted to recreate it. I've only, gone with the styling, like the red stripes on the floors, kind of different colored areas. You got like the pillars that are like fossils. Look like they're made out of fossils or whatever in the lab. I've got a hole in the ground full of water because I need that for lab stuff. I haven't got an actual home for the water to live in yet. And then we've got like the raised walkway to kind of get the whole embryo cold storage thing, which is what's going to be up here. I have to build my cold storage embryo holders. I have a concept for them that I haven't done yet. So for now, we're just stashing all of our dino DNA down here in boxes and all of our plant tissue and stuff like that. I've been playing for a little bit, just mostly farming some stuff just to get everything underway. We've got a variety of gene sequences, a few complete species, including a few dinosaurs I've already made. Let's go introduce you to our first wave of hatchlings if we can find them. And then we'll go through the genetic process too. I guess we'll finish touring this little facility here. This is I'm kind of going for a workers' village, Isla Sorna sort of vibe. This is the start of replicating the, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a kiln room or whatever. It's where the raptors go after Sarah Harding and Kelly. And they end up climbing up to the roof. So it's kind of like half built, but it's got this like reinforced like cross support structure with like these tin panels in between like the bigger frame section, and then there's kind of the wooden areas on the bottom where they kick it out to try and escape before the raptor pokes its head in. And this is my little forge here for farming extra metal. This is not from Jurassicraft. This is from like Tinker's Construct or something like that. And then I'm playing with Galacticraft mostly just for the machinery blocks to look fun, so I put these in here for some other production. They just want, solar panel blocks and stuff like that for decoration. If we head over this way, we have the front gate out of the little worker village area and into the kind of dinosaur containment area. I have a little sectioned off area here of the island for the first wave of hatchlings. We're going to try and get some herbivores grown up before we do any like exhibits or anything like that. Kind of following with the whole Site B aesthetic of making sure the dinosaurs survive in the wild and whatnot before we move them to the park. There's our first dinosaur, a little Mosaurus hatchling. Mosaurus, prosauropod from the Jurassic, from the novel, Lost World novel, specifically. It's very tiny. If you might notice, if we look at some of these small trees outside of the pen, they have these little cocoa beans growing on them. I'd actually go through this whole pen and clear every cocoa bean because if you look on my VOD channel, we played Pixelmon, me and my friends, for a little while on Twitch. And I started this map before the Pixelmon run. And so I backed the save up. And when I came back, coincidentally, my little Mosaurus here had got himself killed. He had got himself squished underneath a cocoa bean. So I reloaded the backup save, and literally he died right after I loaded the backup save. So I was able to run out here, mine out the cocoa bean he was sleeping under so that when he got up, he didn't hit his head and die. So he survived. So I had to go through and like clear out all the cocoa beans here because apparently they'll kill Mosauruses, so that's not good. I got a little dam over here closing off this little inlet for the... Oh, you can see another one of our dinosaurs over there. Closing off this little inlet for water for our guys. I guess we'll pretend this is freshwater lake here draining into the ocean instead of the ocean coming into the inland area. But yeah, just a little basic baby's first dam kind of aesthetic going on here with these little grating panels and stuff. And yeah, run the security fences along that. The fences are not powered. We can climb the fences. These are from Jurassicraft. They're pretty nice. You get to build them yourself, put the bases and everything in. Yeah, so Parasaur. Kind of a Lost World style. I think she's got a shorter crest, a female para here, I think. We'll get her up on the beach instead of bobbing in the water there. She's our biggest dinosaur in the park right now, or on the island. We've got 3 more dinosaurs we can go see if we're lucky. We found the smallest one by chance first. There are a couple of Huangosaurs, an actual potentially a breeding pair, but they are very tiny as hatchlings, so they're really hard to find. I saw one of them hanging out over here at night. I'm a little... Oh! Somebody's somewhere around. Somebody was roaring. I'm a little worried one of them might have died. But they're just hard to find. Oh, there's one. There's a Huangosaurus. Kind of a bluer back on that one. That's like the Jurassic World Evolution Huangosaurus, basically. I never noticed that the spikes are offset. That makes sense. Like, Stegosaurus' spikes are offset. But I never noticed that with like the Jurassic World Evolution Huangosaurus. Is that actually how it looks in game with the spikes offset like that? I wonder. The plates and spikes. Hopefully we can find the other Huangosaurus. I really hope the other one didn't bite it somewhere. Could go looking for them at night, but at nighttime they're less likely to be making calls and stuff, I would think. So they're harder to find in that sense. I think I hear another one. Yeah, there's our Pachycephalosaurus. Straight out of Lost World. Trekking around there off on an adventure. This is this stuff right... Oh, there's the Mosaurus again. There's just one of those. This stuff here is moss, which is used for hatching dinosaur eggs. You got to grow it on these black peat blocks near water. So that's why we're growing it here. Don't you go drowning now. I'm a little worried you might drown yourself, little Mosaurus. I'm a little worried that might be what happened to the Huangosaurus. Either that or it was able to escape under those little dam entryways. Those like spillways or drainage points or whatever. Oh, nope, there it is. There's the other Huangosaurus. Yeah, so this one's definitely brown versus the other one's blue. So this must be the female, the other one must be the male. So with luck, they'll be the first dinosaurs to actually start reproducing on the island. They've... I try not to clone the same DNA sequence multiple times, so those are 2 separate Huangosaur DNA sequences we're using there. And then, yeah, we've got a whole bunch more island out here. That's the wrong button. What is the right button? That's the real question. Is this the right button? Yeah. This is the whole island. There's our lab facility. There's the... kind of the kiln or whatever. The dock will be back here, and we'll have this is this main facility here. Then we'll have some like carnivore enclosures over here maybe, or maybe we'll expand this and have a whole island of wild dinosaurs, and maybe we'll go make carnivore enclosures somewhere else, different island maybe, or we can put them underground, or we can put them in a facility or something. We'll see. This is gonna be a Monday series, but it's not going to be an every Monday series necessarily. At some point, we want to do a multiplayer run of this, of Jurassicraft or another Jurassic Park or a dinosaur mod, but I don't know when we're going to get to that on the channel. That is me and my friends want to do that, or at least one of my friends. So for now, just to show off some of this stuff, we'll do this. We actually started recording Jurassicraft a long time ago, but we couldn't get the server to run stably. We had a lot of issues with stability. Server needed like more RAM allocated to it, and we weren't in a position to get that done properly, so we just had to call it off. But now that we've ran Pixelmon successfully, we should be able to do something here. So, no promises at all about when that'll happen. That'll be after Arc at the earliest, probably a little bit later than that even. So yeah, we'll have to take a look at some of these fossil machines. This is a cleaning station where you put fossils to get cleaned, I don't have any of those on hand to show you because I did not prepare for this as properly as I maybe could have. Yeah, I do have them. I'm lying. I have some coelacanth fossil right here. Let's grab that and let's demonstrate. So, this here is plaster and bandage. If you find a fossil underground, which we'll do a digging expedition sometime in the future, you plaster and bandage it and then mine it up and see what you get. Then you get these blocks, like an encased coelacanth fossil. I've been holding on to coelacanth because you find a lot of it. The fossils are arranged by like geological eras, so if you dig deep, you find just a coelacanth because it's the only pre-Triassic species in the game. So yeah, you throw these in here with a water bucket, it washes them off, you get some fossils. Let's just grab one of these. And then you throw them in here to the fossil grinder. We'll have to let these run for a little bit, see if maybe we can get some DNA out of there. Actually, do I have any DNA on hand? I do have another water bucket. Let's grab that real quick. No, nothing on hand. Night is falling, that's fine. We're going to introduce a new species to the little herbivore enclosure today. That's part of the plan for this video. More coelacanth. Let's swap out the water bucket. Let's grind this up. We got some crappy bone meal out of there. I mean, bone meal's good. The dinosaurs do eat, so we do need to replenish the plants. Those big orange flowers do spread near water, so they should always have food. I'm a little concerned about how it works with chunks. Like if we're out of their chunk, do they stop moving but then still experience hunger or something? Hopefully not, but you can't be too sure with mods. Sometimes they aren't, they don't work the way exactly you'd hope they might sometimes. And this is the Patreon version of Jurassicraft. You should see that in the description, which is why we have Huangosaurs. Paid for it, subscribed to the Patreon for the month we were trying to do the series, and then unsubscribed when that was scrapped. So I only have the 1 month version of this, so it's a few months out of date at this point. But I don't want to sub to the Patreon just to get a few more species right now. If we go further with this as a series, or we do the group series that my friends have been talking about, we might we would update in that case because they would need to get it anyway. Again, not gonna get into the discussion on funding a mod through Patreon, but feel free to express your opinions about that in the comments. That's all I'll say about that. We do have some discs. Okay, so why don't we grab one of these? Empty disc prepared. See, I was more prepared for this than I thought I was. I actually have some stuff. Hey, we got some coelacanth. Okay, so you get some coelacanth. Actually, I have discs in here. You throw it into the DNA sequencer. We'll throw a couple of these in here, I guess, and let them process. So the soft tissue plus an empty storage disk becomes genetic data. I'm not going to use this third coelacanth bit. I have no intention of actually bringing a coelacanth to full gestation. But just as a demonstration of how the process works, we'll include it. So those are going. Actually, I didn't need to do the 2 of these. Let's forget you. So then you get a DNA extractor. This is used for amber. That's a disc plus a piece of amber, and that extracts a random genetic sequence. Depending on what type of amber, it's either plant or animal. Don't have any of those. Won't worry about demonstrating that. Then we have the combinators. So you get genetic data like this Hadrosaurus here, where we got 55% on one disc, 70% on another. If we want to finish it up, we can toss these in here and let them combine into a completed genetic sequence, which we will use to actually create a Hadrosaurus egg today. Another novel species. Is in a species from the book, and we'll hatch that in our little herbivore enclosure. That's coming along. That's empty. You're doing your thing. I should grab that bucket, fill them back up with water while we're here waiting. A lot of waiting in Minecraft when you're processing stuff, be it mod stuff or even like base game ores. Fill up a bunch of furnaces, twiddle your thumbs, go read Reddit, whatever. Alright, we got 65% coelacanth. Let's throw another disc back in there because I like to always have my discs ready to go. This I'm just going to chuck in here for now. Just showing it. Unfortunately, it does get the disc used up. Discs don't stack, so storage becomes an issue pretty quickly. And then if we want to revive a Hadrosaurus, we got to create the DNA sequence out of nucleotides and put it in one of these test tubes, which is another automatic process with this machine. If you want to play a mod like this by yourself and you want to know all the recipes for the machines and stuff, the easiest way is just to grab yourself a mod like Just Enough Items. Close you. So yeah, for instance, if we want to look at, we can look at everything, 49 tabs of items. You can find where all the dinosaur stuff is. We've got Biomes of Plenty in here. We've got some other stuff. There's all the Galacticraft stuff. There's a bunch of dinosaur stuff, so Jurassicraft. So all the dinosaur stuff will be, you know, together right here. And then you can just look for your machines. Oh, DNA extractor, what do I need for this? Computer screen, DNA analyzer, disk drive. How do I make a disk drive? Well, I need this stuff. I need a computer chip, a laser, some other stuff. Well, how do I get a laser? Oh, I need a circuit, which I get from combining this stuff. Okay. And you can just kind of trace everything that way and figure it out. Much easier than having to go to like an out-of-date Reddit and read recipes or like brute force it and just try stuff till it works. Some of the stuff in here is pretty complicated too, so brute forcing it's going to be a rough one for sure. Our Hadrosaurus DNA is almost ready. Almost there. It's ready, okay. But then that uses up part of the HP bar on this disc, which I don't think matters. And one of my test saves. Oh, good, I have one Petri dish left, just enough to create the embryo and the Baryonyx machine. So you get a syringe, DNA, Petri dish, you get an embryo. You gotta put the embryo then in an egg. You have a different thing going on here if you're using a plant, where you have to have like a plant catalyst. We'll probably go over that in a different episode at some point. I haven't cloned any plants yet at all. So we should get some plants to throw out in the enclosure, get them breeding. Let's put the Hadrosaurus away in our DNA box. For reference, we were sitting on multiple Baryonyx genomes for some reason. I've just been drowning in Baryonyx, so I've got 3 full genomes. So Baryonyx, top of the list to actually create a habitat for. However, I don't know a good way to keep carnivores alive. I had a test save separate from this save. As a test save for the server we tried to run. And in that server, all my dinosaurs died. All the plants in the herbivore enclosure got eaten by the 2 herbivores I had there. It was pretty small. They starved to death, I guess, and then the compy died, presumably from starving to death because I didn't feed it enough. I don't know. I was trying to figure out the automatic feeders, and they weren't really working for me. Now we got Deinonychus, we got a compy. I might be able to throw the compy out with the herbivores if they're grown. I'm not sure. A little bit of Lialinosaura, Hadrosaurus there. Let's add ours back in here. 2 full Huangos. We got a little bit of Herrera. We could have another para, but I'm going to try and get a little other DNA here to not waste the 75 and the 80 together. A little bit extra Pachycephalosaurus. We got some more Mosaurus. Not enough for another genome, though. Only 60%. Some Metri. We could make a Metri. We got Spino. We got a little bit of Seji. We got a full Raptor genome, and then enough for 2 more. Or 1 more. Almost 2. And then we could do Suko, too. I'm not going to do all those carnivores. If we do carnivores, we're definitely going to do some Baryonyxes, though. Did I? Yes. So, chicken egg. And then the DNA syringe gets you the fertilized egg. And then you go over here to your little hatchery. You got to throw the egg in here. This slider controls male or female. You can see that we have one here that was set to male, I think. I think that's male is the hot, and then female is the cool. Or maybe red is cool. I mean, red is probably cool, right? So things get heated up as they go yellow. Let's just call it red and yellow, huh? Let's do that. Let's grab the peat moss, and we'll throw the peat moss in there to incubate the egg. And this should be a female Hadrosaur, which we will throw in with the other hatchlings. This will take quite a while to progress. So we're going to have to go find something else to do in the meantime. What am I going to do? What am I going to do right now? Oh, yeah, you can see the egg in there, which is really cool. Especially if you have multiple species, they have like different egg models. You can see them all in there. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. I could talk a little bit about plans for like the whole Minecraft Monday thing. We'll probably check out some other dinosaur mods. There's a fair few out there and a fair few in development too. I played what is it? Reborn? I feel like there's another word in the title of that one. I don't know. And I've been following the development of Project Nublar, which I'm really excited for. I really want to see what the Project Nublar people do. Hey guys, how you doing? I think you've grown up a little bit. I think you're bigger than you were when you hatched. I've let the game idle for a few days in game, just let them grow up at least a little bit. So I think they're probably doing about as good as my other hatchlings did in the original test save that died eventually. So that's good. We could always go check out some more of the island and think about maybe some place to put a Baryonyx Enclosure. That might be fun to build. I mean, this is a pretty good spot right here, huh? This nice little shaded interior lake. I mean, that's predicated upon the notion of, do we want the Baryonyx to be... Yeah, I'd really fill in these caves. Do we want the Baryonyxes to be out here? Or maybe we want to secure them somewhere else. Hold on to them. What are you? Why are you weird? What is this weird ass block here? I legit don't know what this is. What? What is that? What the heck? And it just turned into cobblestone. Huh. I wonder what that was. Surely I would have seen that before. I feel like that's some weird thing. Oh, my other computer was still had the volume up. Whoops. Some weird thing with like one of our other mods. Not ice shard ore. It was like technological looking. I feel like I've seen that before in a different run. It can't be a different mod. Unless it's some like conditional spawn thing that doesn't always show up. Maybe it's part of... Oh, you know what? It might be part of... Biomes mod, maybe. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. That was really weird. Well, let me know if you have any idea what that was. My first instinct is always to mine it, and then it just destroys it, so I can't reference back to it later. I mean, this is all base game stuff. Unless there's a base game thing I'm not aware of. I don't think so. I'm not the biggest Minecraft boy, but I'm pretty sure I would recognize a whole ass new block, especially because this is like 112 or whatever, which I played a fair bit of. It's got to be from a mod. I should be... The save should be properly backed up to all the mods I was running before we did Pixelmon. That's really weird. What the hell is this shiny sun crystal? Well, this is a good way to waste a little bit of time while we wait for that Hadrosaur egg to hatch, I guess. Cooler. Climograph? What the hell is Climograph? Oh, extra utilities. And that's not... I was thinking that was the mod title, and I was like, what is this shit? No, it's extra utilities. Of course. Bedrock bricks, damn. Damn. Is that a trash can? No, that is just... It is a trash can, but it's not like a recipe trash can. I probably should stop looking for the stupid-ass block right now, huh? Galacticraft's another really fun mod, but it's not about dinosaurs, so we're probably not going to do anything with that. Except, you know, build stuff from it for decorations, basically. That's why it's in here. Yep, I'm thoroughly confused by what I saw. Certainly a good thing I got it recorded. Nobody would believe me otherwise. No, it wasn't polished rock. Pretty sure it wouldn't be from Jurassicraft. Furniture mod? Doesn't seem like it'd be from the furniture mod either. We got all this weird stuff from Quark. Could be something from that. They got a bunch of blocks in there. Looks like it should be on this tab if it was, though, and I don't see any tech-looking weird shit here. Ooh, lava wood. Fancy. I am completely at a loss as to what the hell it could have been. Doesn't look like anything. I mean, if it's like a weird block variant, maybe it doesn't show up on this menu? Huh. Well, we should see another one eventually if it's... It can't be unique. The game can't be, like, haunted. I just don't know how I would have never seen it before. That's the thing that really throws me for a loop. It was, like, right there on the surface. I've been digging all over this island. I mean, it's certainly possible that I just never quite looked down. Never actually quite saw it. Boggles my mind. I suppose I have spent most of my time over here, and most of my time digging around on the island's been spent underneath it, not so much on the surface. So I guess it just slipped by me. Where are you, little guy? There's the Mosaurus, zooming around. Delightful little creature. Wish that guy was in Jurassic World Evolution 2. That'd be cool. That would be a fantastic addition to the park. Honestly, just prosauropods in general in Jurassic World Evolution 2 would be great. We're going to get, obviously, Therizinosaur with Dominion. So, like, in my mind, at that point, the big notable gap is prosauropods. I mean, there's other things like Alvarezsaurs that we're missing. It's hatched. We did waste enough time to hatch it. Alright, and it is a female. But yeah, like Alvarezsaurs and maybe some... we need more ornithopods, like more like Hadrosaurian ornithopods. We've got Iguanodon and Tyrannosaurus, which is good for like Iguanodontids, but then we've only got Jurasaurus for like what used to be called Hypolophodontids. We could really use some other smaller ornithopods. I think that'd be really cool. Give us like a Zalmoxes. That'd be fucking awesome. Alright, let's hash this little guy over here somewhere, maybe. Ready? Ready? Boop. Yeah, it's a Hadrosaurus. Look at you. Also, another dinosaur I'd really like to have in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I know Hadrosaurus is like super basic. Your prototypical whatever Hadrosaur. And it's not well known. There's not like a lot of fossils for it. It's from the east coast of the US. But it's from the novel. It's from the original novel park. So I would be happy if they just took like the opportunity to do a few embellishments maybe, you know? Like they do with some of their non-canon dinosaurs. Like, make a Hadrosaurus, give it a funky, like, soft, fleshy head crest like Edmontosaurus has. Maybe you give it, you know, some hooves in the front to match some of the recent Edmontosaurus discoveries. You know, stick some other, like, interesting stuff on it. Give it an interesting color palette. You've got another solid Hadrosaur to add to the game. One that's actually got justification in the franchise. It'd be great. I would love it. Gimme Hadrosaurus. I also want frickin' Othies and Hypsilophodon. A lot of people are perfectly content to have Dryosaurus as the Hypsilophodon for JWE2 representing the Jurasaurus from Jurassic Park. And Jurasaurus is in Jurassic Park, but at least circumstantially so is Hypolophodon. It's a little ambiguous as to whether or not all the Hypolophodontids on the Jurassic Park population numbers are Jurasaurus or not, or if they're a mixture of Jurasaurus and Hypolophodon. But in the Lost World, I'm pretty sure there's a direct reference to Hypses, representing Hypolophodon, described as a different and smaller species than the Jurasaurus from the original Jurassic Park. Like, the Hypolophodon is, like, dark green, I'm pretty sure, and then the Jurasaurus is, like, light green with spots, like a deer, like a doe or something like that, I think. I mean, I could be misremembering. It's been a while since I read the books. But I think there's good arguments for Hypolophodon as a novel species, so I'd like to see it in more things. Also, a fairly iconic dinosaur in my mind, even outside of Jurassic Park. Hypolophodons were, for a period of time, thought to be an entire, separate, like, type of dinosaur, like a hadrosaur or a ceratopsian, before it was realized that they were not an actual proper group, that they were just offshoots of various ornithopod lineages preceding, like, iguanodon and hadrosaurs and stuff like that. Or, like, later offshoots, like the Celosaurus in the Cretaceous. Stuff like that. So I'd like it'd be nice to see if them get some more representation. Well, anyway, we're at a half hour, so I think we'll probably call it here for this video. Like I said, we probably won't have one of these every week. Oh, I'll take that, thank you. But we can do another one. We'll do more at some point for sure. Like, I want to see these dinosaurs grow up. I want to get some plants put in here. It'd be fun to do some actual exhibits. I gotta finish these buildings. We'll probably do like a mining episode at some point. We can go underground and go hunting for some fossils. I could probably get blown up by a friggin' creeper. I think the tropical island biome doesn't spawn monsters, but this is actually survival mode. This isn't creative, and it isn't peaceful difficulty either. It actually is on, oh god, oh shit, the creeper's gonna blow my shit up. Which actually happened when I loaded into this. I loaded into this by my fence, and a creeper blew it up, and so I had to like repair the fence and make sure the dinosaurs didn't get out before actually starting this video up, which was rather annoying. But we seem to be good now. We also need to get like the outer facade of this building done. I was thinking the genetics slab from JP3, because it's got kind of an interesting building exterior to it. And you don't have like a genetics lab in the worker village from Lost World proper. You have like the communications thing, but you don't really see like the lab. I like the lab from 3, so I'll probably do that as the building facade in front. It's not going to be like a one-to-one recreation or even a recreation. It's just going to be based on it stylistically, like the little lab here is based on the JP1 lab. So it'll be a fun little mix of Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3 if this all gets properly built up. But yeah, we'll leave this one here for now.